loss against Lézignan was pretty tough. I think we had a really solid week of training that week, and we were pretty confident going into it. We just didn't play to the conditions. We tried to play too expansive, try to go around them, and they played really controlled, really direct. We weren't very disciplined on the weekend. We just didn't play very well, pretty much. Change room after the game, a lot of the boys were upset, and what the coach said was, that we need to stay positive. We all sort of knew that we didn't play very well, but he also said that there's still time to go, and there's always next week. And once again, he just said we didn't stick to our game plan, and we just didn't play to the conditions. For the qualification for the Poule des As, I don't really worry too much about that sort of stuff. I just try and focus on playing good football and focus on our team playing good football, getting some wins, and then I just sort of let that sort itself out in the end. Also, too, it being before Christmas, there's still 3-4 more months after that. The ladder can change. I mean, just because teams have won heaps of games now doesn't mean they're going to be there in the end. That after Christmas is when it sort of becomes the business end of things, finals time. Yeah, before Christmas there are still 2 tough games. Avignon at home, always tough. Villeneuve, they always seem to step up against us. Both teams have real big, strong forwards, fast backs, smart halves. Both teams have real good kicking games. We have to be smart. We have to constantly keep improving week in, week out, because teams are doing it week in, week out, especially against us. Every team steps up against us. So the next 2 weeks are just going to be battles, each one. The match on Sunday is going to be tough. It's always hard going out over to Avignon playing. They play really direct, really aggressive. Plus, do like the long bus ride. It's just the rest of we have to be on our top of our game in order to beat them. Because they're always hard at home, always. Young strength is they're aggressive. They get up fast. They're in your face. They run hard. They tackle harder, and they just play fast. Every time we go, they end up coming out of that game sore. After every Avignon game, so we have to be smart and just turn them around and keep making them working, make them come off their end, off their try line. To win the game against Avignon, we have to complete our sets. We have to be disciplined, and we just have to try and meet their aggressiveness with our aggressiveness and some smarts, some intelligence. Yeah, and just hopefully can come out with the win, really. I'm pretty happy with my beginning of the season. I just try and play each game. I try and be consistent. I don't try and do things over the top and then have a bad game the next week. I just try and keep it all at one level, so that way, week in, week out, I can be relied on. The boys will constantly want to be playing with me, and I can continue to have a solid game week in, week out. The beginning of the season I've been going okay. I've been going alright. Last year I was playing fullback. In the beginning of the season I've been having to play in the halves, which I don't mind. I do prefer fullback, but it's been okay. It's been good, and especially with Danny. I mean, this is only our first season playing together. He's been going really well, and we've both been scoring a couple of good tries off each other. It's been really nice.
Thank you, Mark.
You're welcome.